All right, baby.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Three Brothers No Filter. We are three brothers with no filter. And so today's topic, we talking about why is fathers more important than ever? And why is it important for men to be around more important than ever? But before we get into today's show, I got a surprise.
Man, he got a surprise.
Man, I got a surprise for y'all, man. Forget Santa Claus. I'm Selah Claus.
Okay, Selah Claus in the building.
And I come bearing gifts. Why do I have a surprise, you might ask? Well, because, man, we trying to do something bigger. We trying to make an impact. We trying to leave a footprint. So, brothers, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember the last episode, chat, when I had a little bag. I got a little bag down here. You know what? You want to know what's in the bag? Check this out, man. Hold on. See, I got a bag.
What's in the bag?
I got a bag within the bag because I didn't want y'all to see me bringing in two bags. So I put the bag within the bag. Check this out. Boom. This is what we rocking with right now, y'all.
Hold on, what we got?
We got some Three Brothers No Filter t-shirts right
Okay.
now in the spot. So check this out, man. Check this out. Shout out to my homie Rob, man. Rob, he just started his first legit t-shirt business. So Virgo 1972, and I'm going to make a vlog series about it, but I picked up these t-shirts. Man, we going to pass these out. This is for you, Noble, man. Come on.
Man.
We going to get the official sizes later. I got more.
So you know I'm 270 pounds.
This one for you, Jeff.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you, big dog.
just for y'all to show. But listen, man, we got more of them things. So we gonna do a day where we gonna go out in the community because my brother Noble Content really big into the community. My brother Jeff is really big about getting into the community, and we're gonna pass things. We're gonna pass these things out, man. Guerrilla marketing. So listen, man, you know I'm already coming equipped.
Hey, you coming equipped. He ready. He ready. He in the game.
Listen, man, get your Three Brothers No Filter t-shirt. Stay tuned. We're gonna show y'all where we're gonna be dropping these off at, where you can get a free Three Brothers No Filter t-shirt. It's all about the marketing, man. It's all about the marketing.
I'm keeping mines on the whole show.
Come on now.
It's right here.
But yeah, so to get into this topic, man, I'm actually gonna alley-oop this to my boy Noble.
Oh man,
Man, listen, I know you got
Let's
some heat
go.
for him when it comes to fathers being present and why men are so important in today's society right now.
today on Three Brothers and No Filter, the topic is why fathers are important and why man matters more than ever right now in the home, in the culture, in the next generation.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure we say that this is not about blame, guys. This is not about blame. It's about balance. Because when the role of a father is removed, weakened, or disconnected, something happened in that child's life where he lose structure.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that we finna talk about fathers right now, because father is more than a provider. They give structure to the home. They not just support, they provision. There are a lot of things that we don't talk about. But we got a lot of men walking around here thinking they just a dollar bill. They just there to get a kid. I'm going to take care of the bills. I'm going to make sure the woman. And let's talk about it for real. A lot of these absent fathers are the reason why these kids are picking up weapons instead of learning how to manage their emotions or how to fight in different ways.
Come on now.
I like to use Friday movie as a reference for this. Remember when Craig picked up that thing called a weapon?
Yeah.
And what did John Weatherspoon say? If I knew that I had to pick up a weapon just to walk through the neighborhood, I wouldn't have moved here. These kids got to learn how to get their tail whooped.
Yeah.
Because after you get your tail whooped, you can live to see another day.
Right.
But when you pick up that weapon, you're either going to attack him and get locked up, or he's going to do something to you and he get locked up and we lose 2 lives.
Yeah.
So these men are more important, not just for man, they important for these daughters. Because what people don't understand is,
Come on now.
you know why women can't love men properly? It ain't
Preach.
just because the women ain't teaching them. They don't have strong men that they respect to teach them either.
Oh my
Really?
So
gosh.
this goes,
It's deeper than that.
this goes further than
Goes
what we're
deep.
talking about.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about this. We're not talking about it because people are afraid to cross that emotional barrier where a woman feeling may get hurt or she may feel attacked because she don't know how to manage her emotions.
Yeah.
That's why I say this is not the blame, this is the balance.
Yeah.
Because if the adults don't get on the same page, the children are forever going to be affected.
That's true.
Fact.
So,
That's true.
hey,
That's
man,
true, man.
start that
Oh
thing
my
off.
gosh, man, bro. You done open up some cans and kick the door down at the same
Kick the
time.
whole door down.
Man, they
didn't
ain't got no hinges on it.
None.
Hey, Three Brothers, left out the shirt.
Hey.
Three Brothers,
They
no
know what
filter.
it
You know
is.
what it is. You know what it is, man. We in here, and you know what, man? I want to add to this because when it comes to not just being a father, but why men are so important nowadays, and to have a strong man in the house. The reason why that's so important is because the definition of a man is being diluted, bro, and distorted.
And I
You
do
feel what I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree with you on that,
You
bro,
feel-
because
yeah.
like just how men can identify, present themselves to people, I feel that it's just too loose with men nowadays.
Right.
Men back in the day used to be disciplined, command order,
Yeah.
and structure.
Right.
Now they just breaking wrists and not caring about what they
true.
doing out here.
That's true. But that's again, the definition of a man is being dissolved, bro, and it's being distorted.
Yeah.
And because the same thing that you just said, big bro, the reason why it's important for men to be in the house is because it serves really 3 purposes, but we're going to talk about 2, which is the son and the daughter. Right? So
Okay.
a man, a real man being in the house, for the son, that's a role model. For the daughter, that's the standard.
That's true.
Right? So for the son, it's going to show him discipline. It's going to show him
Yes.
how to manage the emotions. It's going to show him how to take care of responsibilities and what it means to be a man. Right? For the daughter, that's the standard. He's going to show the daughter what it's like. How are you supposed to be treated? What's acceptable and what's not acceptable in a relationship? It's going to show her. It's going to show her how to choose her man. Because what they say, the daughters date the fathers.
Yeah,
right.
facts.
And so when I say the man is being diluted, bro, and is being dissolved, it's like, bro, if you don't have that real man in the household, the world is going to try to tell your kids what a man is, and the world confused.
That was one of my points.
You ain't lying.
One of my points is when you don't have a man to teach that son,
Yeah.
the world teach him.
Yeah.
And then he started looking for things in the world to teach
Exactly.
him, which is streets,
Yep.
which is social media,
Yeah.
which is bad friendships.
Yeah.
And he started using those as father figures. He never realized he's acting out because he didn't have
Yeah.
any order.
Right.
But another thing, when we're in the households, I want to say is important. If these kids don't see a strong man, they idolize women. And
Very
when you
true.
think about what man or what people now see as strength,
Right.
the sign of strength, if you look it up, is a woman. It's gonna be a picture of a woman right now in this world because everybody believe in the mother. Everything's about. Listen to the song.
Yeah.
Even what Tupac,
Yeah, Tupac say.
Even
Yep.
though she was a
Yeah.
crack fiend, mama, she
Yeah.
always was the black queen, mama.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna hit the rest of the song.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that shows you that she can be strung out and still be strength.
Oh yeah.
But look what a father did. What's the song for that?
Nothing.
What,
Yeah, you ain't got
Dad
no
got-
I love my
the
daddy
dad
song.
strung out, it's over with.
You know how
Yeah,
many dads
right,
out here
right.
are leaving because they feel like they got to be perfect to be around? Do you know how hard it is for you to assume custody off back just because you have that gender?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you get custody off back. I have to prove that I'm worthy at every stage, but you just get it because you're a woman. Not blaming. We're balancing.
Right.
Because women don't realize, you never realize what you're doing until you doing it. Until it's over and you look back and be like, oh, I could have did that different.
Facts.
Well, the question I have is why is it remember when we start talking about these subjects, this is more of a societal issue. You remember these laws and everything, they are more so in the favor of women.
We can blame society,
You
but
know?
at what point do we step up and realize that, like, it's a society thing, right? The moment you know it, you can't play fool.
Yeah.
The moment
true.
you say something, you cannot play fool now because you know what
Yeah.
Section 8 is.
Right.
You know what stamp
Right.
is. It was replacement of a father.
Yeah.
Because that's why the number one thing you needed to be on Section 8 was a kid and no man around.
I'm gonna tell you something. I watched a video, and I watched it today, and I showed this to one of my boys at work. They said the question was this: would you rather have a broke father who is present around your child, or one who's rich and makes a lot of money and is absent from the home?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, today we got both.
But I'm gonna tell you the response that was
Yeah,
given.
right.
The
Yeah,
response
let me
that
hear
was
it.
given because they said, "Would you want to take 10?" And it was a caveat to this.
Yeah.
Would you want to take 10 million from the rich one and him not be present, or would you rather have a broke man or a broke father that is present? Majority of those women said they would want to take the 10 million and the father doesn't
I
have to
don't
be
think
present.
man one of us is shocked by that.
Nah, I'm
Well,
not.
I want
yeah.
to tell you why I'm shocked by it though.
Let's get it.
Because I'm shocked because I believe it's just real sad that this is why I said it's a societal thing. Because these women have enough sense to know that all they need is the father to provide for them. because the avenue is already there for them. Now, I can talk about this reprogramming of the mindset and all this stuff for days, because we are living in a world where our younger black women are fine and okay with a father not being present at home as long as they got money.
What you think child support was?
But I'm talking about enough money, because the thing is that woman will take you back to court because she feel like she ain't getting enough money for child support.
Anthony Edwards.
And the court will go ahead and raise that money back up. So now you got to pay even more. But it just baffles me how a woman can choose the side and say, you know what, this fool ain't even got to be around. Now he a fool. He wasn't a fool when you laid up with him.
Yeah,
that's why this was about presence over perfect.
Right.
Man, and you know what I mean? A lot of men feel like they need to be perfect. And a lot of women don't understand. Sometimes having that, first of all, let me say this. Ain't no such thing as a bad father or a bad mother. There's no rule book to this parenthood thing. And you rather have a father present because you can learn a lot about what not to do from somebody too.
True.
And having that man there and watching
his
his struggles can be fatherhood too. And just because he's there, you know how much more, man, first of all, we got to say this about fathers. Some of these own fathers are fighting broken cycles themselves. They didn't have strong leadership. So imagine trying to give a child something that you're still healing from. It's hard. And imagine that woman being angry at you because you can't be something that you never was. I was never that man you desire for me to be. First of all, I'm 20 years old when we had a child. Let's talk about this. We still kids having kids, and not to blame them, but those women expected something from us that we never, ever understood the assignment at that age. So you got a lot of men 20 years later that's still being treated like they 20. You got a lot of people that's still in that cycle when all the trauma started. So I just want to say that because I rather dad be around to take him to school, to be there to break up the fight, to be there to talk to him, to give him his intelligence, to give him his story.
Yeah.
But if he don't have money, he can't do those things. And a court would sit there and back that up.
Yeah. And you said you wasn't shocked about it, but it sounds like you are pretty shocked about it.
I wasn't shocked about it.
You're not shocked
about
you passionate about it.
ain't shocked, but he passionate.
Because the thing is, you gotta look at it from the standpoint of this. Anytime, again, that's why I say this is societal. Because the thing is, we can sit here and talk about this till we blue in the face.
That's true.
But what's going to happen is the only way society is going to get fixed is if the desire has to change. The desire has to change at home. The women have to stop seeking out money, and what they have to do is they actually have to choose who they laying down with, pick a better partner, and say, you know what? I do love this person. I do believe in what this person is trying to do. This ain't all about money. As long as we can provide a stable household for this child, and we can instill our values in a loving household and a safe haven where we know what we can do the best we can to raise our child, everything else will fall into place.
You know what's crazy? So when you talked about the women picking the money, I actually talk about this a lot.
Okay.
When it comes to when it comes to like the materialistic things.
Yeah.
Right. A parent, you have people that would say, well, I always want my kid to have a better life than me. But they say that materialistically. Like they want their kids to have the J's. They want them to have the cars. They want them having the clothes, the PlayStation, all the stuff that they didn't grow up with. And they want their kid to have a better life than them. That's not your job as a parent, bro.
Exactly.
Your job as a parent is to make sure that when you die, your kid can survive without you. They're going to do well without you.
Yep.
Right. So you can have all the money that you want for your kids to give them a better life or give them a life that you didn't have materialistically, but what's the moral, like what's the character, what's the values of of the daughter that you're raising and as a son that you're raising, right? And this is exactly why we talk about the presence for a father, for a man, because check this out. I worked on this before the show. I call this the 3 P's of fatherhood. Okay. Protecting, providing. I think we all can agree. Those are the two that a lot of people know, right? Here's the third one: being present. That is the reason why the third one is the most important P out of the 3 P's of fatherhood is because that's the only one that can't be duplicated. Facts. If you only think that you're a good father or a good man because you can protect and provide, you can be replaced. Any man can come do that job.
Facts.
Right? Your presence can't be duplicated. To those kids, your voice, right? Your energy when you walk into the room, that emotional bond can't be duplicated. So that's why being present is important.
And we started this off by saying we're not blaming. This is about balance.
Yeah.
When a man is in a household, guess what happened? Now everything's balanced. Now everybody can play their proper position.
That's true.
Right.
Now mom don't have to do too much. Now kids, because kids really, when it comes to mom, they'll test mom. But when Mufasa yells, it's like that in the Lion King. Remember the Lion King when Simba row, row, and they was laughing at him, and then his father stood behind him.
And then,
And they
listen, they hurt.
scattered.
Yep, they scattered.
Because the president, Mufasa didn't even say nothing yet.
Right.
Exactly.
He was
Right.
behind him.
And did you see how Simba lit up when he thought? Then he looked behind him. He like,
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
just
Yep.
that part lets you know how. Not just that, women, when your father's around, that's a bodyguard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he giving you something. He got to give you money. You know how much a bodyguard costs? You know what I mean? That's game.
Right.
Depending on, man, that's experience.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, and the president's going to teach little boys emotional control.
Exactly.
Now,
That's true.
granted, if you dated a man without emotional control, don't expect a father with emotional control. So this is about choosing better as well.
Yeah.
Because if you chose a man that didn't have those attributes, what you thought type of body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's very key because when you choosing, a lot of us, we like, remember what we said we was doing before? What we say we was doing, how people was laying down with each other in relationships?
Yep.
We said it last week and you said it, sir. And you said it so eloquently. And I cannot remember it. It had to do.
I did
Well,
know
they
he
gotta
said
go run
fucking
back
their way
the
into
show.
He got fucking their way into a relationship.
There it is. That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's what he.
That's what he said.
But that's the benefit of going
And
to
I
watch
said so
episode
eloquently,
5.
so eloquently, because the thing is, it's the truth. We fucking our way
Yeah.
in these relationships. And
Yeah.
the thing is, we're not thinking about the consequences of our actions
Exactly.
when we have a child. When you have a baby, that is two people coming together to create a child.
Yeah.
That is an offspring. This means this child is going to have attributes of you and the father, you and the mother. It takes two people to have a baby. Last time I checked.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Last time I checked,
yeah.
right?
But I want to talk about a boy learning how to handle his anger about watching his father,
Well, that.
about watching his father's presence. But also a girl
Yeah.
learns what stability is. She learned what strength look like, real strength. Not saying women's strength ain't real, but if all you know is that emotional outburst, how many little boys you see that grow up that they handle things with their words? And not only do they handle it with their words, they handle it just the way that they surrounded handle it. And if no male is present and you got two sisters, a mom, and a group of mothers, guess what these boys are responding like? They responding like feminine teaching because that's what they receive. So don't be surprised when your son start picking up weapons and start utilizing it because they don't know no other way. And what women don't understand is when you teach these kids, and you probably don't verbally say it, but they watching it. When you teach them how to use all that emotion, they don't have what you have. They don't have that build up that let them calm down like you. They going all the way with it.
Yeah.
And that's when that weapon is being utilized to the fullest extent.
Yeah.
We have so many kids in jail or imprisonment right now that don't realize they weren't trying to do that. They just, their emotions flared up and they blinked and before you know it, they was in handcuffs.
Now that's one thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that, like, my dad was not present. My dad was not present, but my mother always kept me around men. And the thing is, that's why that we talking about the presence. That's why that presence is so great and so strong and heavy.
Yeah.
Because my father didn't have to be there 24/7. I knew what it was to operate in emotion because I saw my mom do that. And mama, when I saw you do that, sometimes you learn what not to do. Didn't we say we can learn what not to do from your parents, from just watching people?
That's true.
And I'm just being honest. I love my mother to death. She just sat up here and told me I was doing a great job on Easter and everything. So my mom continued to do a great job. So I'm using this as an example.
Yeah.
When my mom sat in front of me and she made certain decisions because it got to a point where she wanted a better life for herself. So a lot of her decisions were emotional based. I'm going out to do this. I'm doing this because I don't ever get, I'm da-da-da-da-da-da-da, all this. But the thing was, it was a lot of times where sometimes financial burden was present because of the emotional decision. Sometimes the absence of you not being there to listen to your child when they were actually going through something because your emotion was placed over your child's emotion. That was the thing that was brought forth to the table. You know, leading with emotions, all it does is just, it pushes you farther away from people.
Yeah.
What a father does is a father is trying, and a man in general is trying to think logically to see how everything stack up so everybody can win.
Right.
So the mother's portion is supposed to be nurturing, coddling. She's supposed to grab you by the shoulder, bring you close, and talk to you a little bit. But the dad is supposed to sit you down and provide some structure.
Yes.
That's what men are supposed to do. They're
Yes.
supposed to sit you down, provide some structure. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe if I did not end up having that type of structure and balance in my life, I would make a lot more emotional based decisions.
Right.
You know,
That's-
it's a killer.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I just heard when you said that?
Talk to me.
I just heard balance,
Yeah.
which is our topic.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Because all you did was say, hey, the lady can really play her part. And I say that to ladies all the time, not once again, not to attack. For every role you think you playing of us, you miss a view because you have to get out of character. So
That-
the moment you
ooh.
get out of character,
There you go.
you don't get a chance to just
Yeah.
switch back in character like that. You
Right.
might be out of character for 5 years. A lot of people don't understand. You might be out of character
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
And now you have all this on your heart, and you don't realize it affects your relationship. My bad. It affects your relationships. It affects on how you date.
Yeah.
That's why most women that has that issue they can't get back in line when it comes to dating.
Yeah. And honestly, this is as we like peel back the layers to this problem, is actually bringing up another problem.
Okay.
And
Talk
that's why,
about it.
and that's why I like talking about problems.
Okay.
Talk about
Let's see
it,
what we
Stay
got.
Live.
Because why is it the fact that why is it a topic men should be present? Why is that a topic? That's not a topic about the women ever. Why is that even a topic? The reason why that's a topic is because there are too many broken homes. It's too many broken homes. Because guess what? If, again, the duct tape, if you find, and some people miss the message. I'm not telling you.
Tell them again.
I'm not, when I said the duct tape, your love is like duct tape, right? Your heart is like duct tape. People were saying, well, what if you stuck to the wrong person? Well, that's your fault.
Exactly.
That's your fault.
That's your fault.
Because, you know, I'm gonna get some context to it. My dad said, son, when you find the right one, stick to him and don't leave. It ain't nothing out here. So again, like you mentioned, be careful who you laying down with. Find the
Yeah.
right one and stick to him, have that baby, and then have a stable home, and y'all be together, and then we won't even have to talk about the man's presence being.
Before my brother say it, I let y'all miss this point. What he's saying is you ain't supposed to be sticking to everything and everybody.
Exactly.
Plain and simple,
Exactly.
sir.
You
Plain
have
and
to
simple.
work on
Yeah.
being a good judge of character.
Exactly.
You have to work on making sure. Matter of fact, I just put this question up on Facebook a couple of days ago. I said, hey, ladies, what do you look for when you first meet a man in the first 30 to 60 seconds? You wouldn't believe some of the answers. And that's why some of y'all are with men that you ain't supposed to be sticking to.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for justice, not gentlemen. You're looking for a good justice. Women fall in love with good justice. That's why when you give them flowers, that don't make them romantic.
Yeah, what they
That's
actions.
a juster.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
can be a complete idiot, but he knew to go buy flowers because he probably saw it on a movie.
Right.
Somebody
Right.
probably gave him game.
Yeah.
But a generous man, a real man, you can tell through the way he handle himself. And you can't pay attention to his gestures because anybody can pretend.
Right.
But I just want to make sure that this conversation is not about taking anything away from the mothers. It's
Nah.
about putting fathers back in the conversation, back in a rightful
Exactly.
place.
Exactly.
Because when a good man is present, 0 homes are out of alignment. 0 homes are come on, man. You got direction.
Yeah.
You got a
You got
child to
direction, yeah.
identify what a father is and a mother. You got a generational, I don't like curse, a generational cycle broken.
Yeah,
it's
generational
a
trauma,
cycle.
bro.
And
It's
I
a
hope
cycle.
y'all
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
this is a team.
Right.
Y'all acting like when we
Yeah.
get together, y'all the head coach. No, you a player just like me. You on the court just like me. But somewhere, somehow, you thought you was the coach. You
Yeah.
start making substitutions, calling plays. I don't like the way you father. I don't want my kid around all them girls. I don't want my kid around your lifestyle. But guess what? That lifestyle was good enough to put a baby in you, and it was okay then. But because the relationship didn't work out, all of a sudden you don't like my lifestyle choices? That ain't your decision. Because my son ain't got nothing to do with that. That daughter ain't got nothing to do with that. You fix yourself because you the reason why he left. He ain't leave them kids. He left you.
Hey,
Hey,
3 brothers, no filters.
that's very true.
That's true.
I'm gonna be very honest, and a lot of times, I'm grateful for no kid Jeff right now, because Lord knows Let me tell you,
Gotta
three brothers,
get
no
it,
filter.
brothers,
There
no filter.
could have been a lot of scares out here for your boy. There were a few.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that I ain't got no baby because some of y'all was the wrong women to be having babies by.
And listen, and you know, and I'm gonna say something, man. And this is exactly why the presence is everything, bro.
Yeah.
It's everything because again, like you said, bro, because I again, we peeling back the problems, right? So it's a saying: you have to cut off the head of the steak. The man is being attacked by society.
Oh yeah.
By a lot of things going, and it ain't just black man. You know,
It's
we
not.
can't. It's the man.
This is a man in general situation we dealing
And I'm
with.
telling y'all, man, there is an agenda against the man.
Yeah.
Why? Because the man brings alignment, it brings structure, it brings order. But if you know that there is an attack on the man and you still walk over there in the trap, that's your own fault. So it needs to be some accountability with this.
Yeah,
What's the radio station? That's why.
Yeah.
Because you know what they told him? Hey, we're going to take the man out, but we're going to give you a little his spout. You know, it comes from jealousy, that spirit of competition and the spirit of jealousy. That just said what it is. I don't care if they take it personal. A lot of ladies are jealous of man roles. A lot of ladies are jealous of how free they think we are, how we can walk away from situations, how you get to go out there and live your life. I'm stuck with these kids. You weren't stuck with those kids. You chose to be stuck with those kids because you used them as a bargaining chip. That's why you stuck with them, because I was willing and ready to take care of these kids. I just didn't want to take care of them your way. Because guess what? I heard the phrase deadbeat dad. I ain't never heard nobody say deadbeat mom, and you better believe there's some out there.
It is.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know
It
why
is.
you don't hear the phrase deadbeat mom? Because we don't care about we don't care
Because
about
you want to
putting
know
y'all
what
out there.
you want to know what people always tell you. They always say, "Well, that's your mother." That's what Lord knows.
Yeah.
I was going to church as a young man, when I had them disagreements with my mama, we was at odds. Everybody, it didn't matter if my mama was wrong or not.
Yeah.
Everybody's, well, Jeff, you got to remember, that'll always be your mother. I know that'll always be my, but why can't we just get it right now? Why can't we get it good now? You know what I
think
mean?
the reason why, because a lot of times, whether it's because of the mom pushed the dad away or because of the dad walked away, the mama always got the kids. So like there are some mothers, and this is why, again, you know, like when it comes to the man being present, like you said early on your show today, the roles of parenting have changed because times have changed.
Oh, yeah.
We have women like the term stay-at-home mom, right? That term, what it says, like that term is because, you know, the dad made all the money and the mom stayed home. And ain't a lot of stay-at-home mamas no more. Mama actually going to work now.
Yeah.
You know, and she's contributing. So she's also a protector and a provider as well,
Man.
but she also present.
You know why the
So-
women got the kids?
What's up?
Custody battles, child support,
yeah.
Section 8,
Because
government assistance.
again, these ways and patterns are created
To benefit
to
women.
benefit the
yeah,
women.
I get it. But
We're not talking about all women here. When we look at me, we're not talking about all women.
Nah.
But y'all women know some women out there that kept them kids because they got them stamps.
oh, for
And
sure.
can we shout out some of these social media courts too? Because I see a lot of y'all judges out here on social media favoring the right way. Have you noticed that? Y'all ever flipped through the reels and y'all seen some of these cases,
I seen
these child
some, yeah.
support cases, and some of these women where
They
they think-
calling them out.
Yeah, they calling them out.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it's going through on that type of level because everybody got their phones, picking them up, always looking at something, trying to see what's going on.
Right.
So I'm grateful that these men and women judges out here, they calling it for what it is. And they said, it was this one chick. She got up there and she said, I make $100,000 a year.
I see
And
that
that,
one.
and that
I
man,
seen that.
and
I
that
seen
man
that.
was sitting up here like, well, I don't do as much, but she do her thing. And then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna need all that child support. And she was like, well, ma'am, no, you're not. You're actually ordered to pay him. She was like, huh? What?
Yeah.
Now you're shocked. You're dumb.
Yeah,
You want to
right.
boss up and be a boss lady out here.
He was already paying for the insurance. the
He
kids
was
stayed
already
with
paying
him,
for
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
But then you want that man to pay when you making 100
But
grand.
big ups to all the ladies that is doing their thing.
Yes.
Big up to all the ladies that are co-parenting right. Big up to all the ladies that did heal from that breakup. And big up to the ones that figure it out and can do blended families, can, you know what I mean? Because
Make
that's
the best
hard.
of the situation.
Yeah.
That's hard when that man get that new woman and he doing them things that he didn't do with you. Now, don't, come on, you know, it's a lot of ladies. I don't get no care. You care. You care.
do. They do.
You care. And it's not just about ladies either, because we have some men that's actually at fault, ladies. So this is not to attack y'all, because we know some of these men y'all dealing with this conversation seem ignorant because some of these men are not men themselves. They males.
Yeah,
And-
I was just about to say that. Yeah, man, because
But
we had a conversation.
It still goes back to you
Yeah.
because you chose a male. You should have been looking for a man. You should have
Yeah.
learned. You got to sit down and learn the attributes of a man. Learn how to sniff one out. Now, I ain't
Fact.
saying go chase a man, but that man gonna come to you. And when he come to you, he gonna come to you correct.
Sounds like she needs to just have a standard
Man,
and
yeah.
stick to the standard.
They do got a
Man.
standard.
But
Yeah.
not,
They
not
standard is
not
money.
but not a
Man.
Disneyland standard, not
Right.
a fairy tale standard. We don't need that. Money is a fairy tale
Yeah.
standard.
Can you pay my rent?
Exactly. Money
Can
is
you pay my rent, Big
money
Daddy?
is
Yeah.
one directional. It's a one directional standard.
Right.
What you need, you gotta when you looking for a man who's multifaceted and well rounded, who actually know what the hell he doing out here, he's gonna hit you from all angles. He's gonna attack you from all sides. He's actually gonna challenge you to actually be a better woman.
Yeah.
You ready for this one, Jeff?
Go ahead.
Most of these women and men, because I ain't gonna just attack one, they date down when they don't want to grow up.
That's true.
I
That's
slammed
true.
the mic down on that one.
Man,
And, ooh,
man.
They date
Whoa.
down when they don't want to grow up.
Yeah.
because you want to know when you date down, it elevates the person who's on the higher level, so it puts them in control.
You
But-
know what? Oh,
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay,
you go
I
ahead.
was-
Finish that point.
I was just gonna say because what it ends up doing is, like for instance, like with my wife, I knew. Shout out to Danielle Jemison. She just put in here marriage,
yeah.
and I knew with my wife. Some would say I was dating down my wife, but no, I knew what my wife was intellectually. I knew what she was mentally.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of times people look at the outside of a person. They like to look at what's going on the outside, but
Yeah.
they don't know what's going on internally with a person.
That's true.
The reason why you're able to quote unquote date down. You could date down,
Mm-hmm.
but the mentality got to be there. I can date somebody who has less than me, but I know they want to go someplace too.
I
Right.
think you taking it the wrong place. When I say date down, we speaking of people that's not doing the emotional work, that's not doing the trauma work, that's not healing.
Well, normally when we
People-
talk about dating down, normally we
Yeah.
talk about somebody who either makes less or has less, and you have that's.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's what
Or
usually
the
what we
attra- or
talk
the
about.
attraction part.
Or the
Or
attraction
that's-
part.
yeah,
That's
right.
a
That's usually what we talk
financial
about
or
with dating
looks.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad. I should have been more. I should have.
No,
I
but
wasn't talking about date down that way. I'm talking about toxic people want to date people that's even more toxic because
Okay.
they don't make me look toxic. Healed people, unhealed people date people that's in worse situations so they can feel a little healing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like alcohol. Alcoholics hang with alcoholics. And when you ever seen the alcoholic get around somebody and be like, man, you drink too much.
Yeah.
Because it made them feel better.
And they do
So,
something.
you know, when people are refusing to do the work to heal, they hang around unhealed people.
When they say hurt people, hurt people,
Fact.
hurt people,
Yeah.
hurt
Yeah.
people hang out with hurt people.
Yeah, because this
Yeah.
has nothing to do with finances for me. If you believe in finances, good luck to you. I don't believe money is real. I give money no power. Now, is it a tool? Yeah, so is a hammer.
Yeah.
So is a hammer, so is a drill. And if you're gonna judge me off the money I make, good luck to you. Because I can be way more valuable than any dollar amount you can receive. The way I speak to you can make your soul shift in ways that only God can talk to you.
Yeah,
And
bro.
he gave me those words. He's speaking through me while I'm speaking to you. So
Yeah.
if you want somebody, first of all, when you date somebody that's really on their game, they're gonna raise yours. So if you
Talk about it.
yeah,
Fact.
so
Talk
that's,
about it.
that's why you want to
Yeah.
date down because you don't
Yeah.
want to grow up. Because
Yeah.
when a real man walk in the house, this house can't look like this.
And that's where that intellectual part comes in.
That's the
what I
key.
was talking about with
That's
that
the key.
intellectual part because we so quick with people to look at the outside, but we don't want to actually sit down and talk to them. Remember we talked about in one of the episodes actually sitting down, getting to know your partner, understanding
Yeah.
what's going on with
Yeah.
them. We don't do enough of that. That's why we fucking our way into these
yeah,
relationships.
because you got to get out that club, all that twerking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real
you
men
got
ain't
to.
going
Oh
for
man.
it.
Straight
Exactly.
up.
Me and you cooking once a week, or we gonna eat out all. Real men
I'm
ain't
trying
going.
to tell
Who
you.
helping the kids with the homework? Real men ain't going for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got. I'm not saying that it's not saying there's not a man out there for you. But what I'm saying is, when we talking about a real relationship and a real man, we're not in
See-
no club 6 days a week.
That's man. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. Everything that y'all talking about, I completely understand, and I agree with. And this is exactly why you have to learn that mentality when you're younger, bro. When
Yes.
you're younger, if you learn what we
Yep.
talking about when you young, you won't
Yep.
have a lot of mistakes. I'm
Come
gonna tell
on.
you this, bro. Man, did you know that I was one of the people that you was talking about, like
Which
when
one?
the
Section 8 game?
Section 8 game, all other stuff. Man, but I was in high school though. You know what
I'll
I'm
tell
saying?
you
But I
something.
still had what's up?
Me too.
Yeah.
I know about
Right?
sex in that game.
Yeah.
We all
was
got
that
sex in that game in
Nah,
high
look,
school.
'cause, I mean,
We all do.
We was
I
in
was
the
an
hood,
adult.
man. We
well.
we hood flirting, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, bro. I fell in love with my wife over a handshake. She shook my hand.
It was a touch.
Man, what? Love at first sight? Nah, bro. It was love at first touch.
He felt it.
So I literally, we was at a fire drill. I'm 19 years old, high school. You see what I'm saying? And we had a fire drill. We had already been giving each other the googly eyes in the hallway, right? And I wasn't never where I was supposed to be anyway. I'm during fire drill. I wasn't with my class. I'm roaming the school, doing whatever I want. I see her, right? I go up to talk to her. I dapped her up, man. What's up with you? Man, she grabbed my hand and shook it. She said, "Hello, nice to meet you." I literally was like, "Whoa, bro, you must got you a good mama at home."
My man felt the energy.
That let me know I gotta come correct, man. This ain't a hoe, this a lady. I said,
Fact.
okay. Man, I went home and I said, Dad, man, I think I met a girlfriend.
And when you know you got a lady, man, this
Yeah.
stuff you want to do.
She shook my hand.
Oh, man.
She shook, bro, from my hand. You could tell a lot by how a person shake your hand.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That
Not-
used to be a kiss. Remember back in the days when kissing was important?
Yeah, when I met something.
A kiss used to
Yeah.
be a kiss. You could picture your whole life with somebody based off a kiss.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people don't even kiss no more.
Oh, that kid, the kissing lost its value.
Yeah,
lost the value.
man, I remember
It
it used to
lost
be
the value.
10 minutes kissing.
It lost the aura. Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, gee, man. I
Right.
think she
Exactly.
was fool.
See,
Now all we
yeah,
need,
exactly.
Now all we need is the number and an address, and
But
we in the
no,
game.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
Instagram.
It gotta happen young
forgot.
though.
Yeah, just
that's why it
Instagram.
gotta happen young.
Yeah.
Because right now, bro, I'm 26. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We got a stable home, all this other stuff, and it's like, yeah, because I did it right the first time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I did it
Yeah.
right the first time. I
Fact.
didn't have to go through 4, 5, 6 different heartbreaks and breakups to get it right. Nah, man, my dad
Yeah.
told me, hey, son, when you find that one, stick with it. And guess what, man?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who might think I'm tripping, but guess what? That's on you. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It don't affect my situation. When I go through the door, my kids embrace me. My woman embrace me. They love. That's my unit. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's because I started working on being present.
Yeah.
I started working on being present, bro.
Well, let me say this off back so any man out there won't feel attacked or any woman don't think we just talking about them. I'm gonna talk about me for a second. I was that guy that was ruining all my situations. You know what I mean? I was the guy that didn't have no structure, no order. I wasn't raised with no father. My mother was in the streets. I was in the streets. You know what I mean? So I was free. About 9 years old, I was free to do whatever I wanted to do. About 12, I'm in this, man, the streets is all I knew. So I say that to say that this ain't just, I'm speaking from experience when I'm talking about these
Exactly,
topics.
yeah.
But I want it to be different. I want it to be better. I felt like that was greater for me. And I had to study and I had to learn. But the first thing I had to do was take accountability.
Yeah.
So what we are telling you guys right now is men and women have to step up. And women, I hate to tell you this, you have to step up for some of these men as well. Because you guys got the ball in your court right now. The system gave it to you. It's up to y'all right now to say, you know what? This ain't worth it. This ain't where I can't do nothing without Mike.
Yeah.
These kids can't do nothing with it. And we got to get back to God. We got to get back to how God aligned these things and not how society did. See, the system want us to be this way. But God want us to be a total different way.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something that I learned. Y'all can research it when it comes to
ahead.
that child support thing. Shoot, man, the judge make money when you pay your child support.
Oh, yeah.
They make
think
so
they get
yeah, bro.
20%.
It's a play for them.
Yep.
So yeah, you gonna have to pay. You see what I'm saying? Because they want their pockets
And
to
I
get
hope
fat.
the ladies don't get mad at me for saying this. It's certain dudes you don't play that game with. And I'm one of them dudes you don't play that game with. What I mean by that, you either get child support or child support. You choose which one you want. You will not get both. I'm telling you now, depending on the amount. If the amount is too high, you get child support or child support. Because I'm present.
Yeah.
I'm present. But if you get that other child support and I was present, one gonna take over the other. You're not getting both because that's unfair. That's unfair. And I don't
Hey.
care what that judge said.
And you know what? I can be real with you on that. I can resonate with you on that because the thing is, with everything falling in line of women at times,
Yeah.
it's like, when do a man get a break? When do he get his break? When do he get his time to be level headed, to have time to be clear, to really have enough money to focus on the direction you want to go to? Because there's some men, and again, you reap what you sow. because you reaping a child because you laid your seed down somewhere. I don't want to get too deep. But anyway, the thing is they made a choice. So if you a father out here and you got 12 kids and you got to pay child support on them because you ain't there, that's on you. But
you want to hear the crazy part about it?
Go ahead.
Them be the brothers that don't get child support.
And then
it be the
usually are the
dirty
men.
dogs that don't get nothing.
Them usually are the men.
Yeah.
It
that
be
don't.
the good man.
It be the
that's
good
present.
man. Yeah.
Like
That's really
like-
trying to. Like me. Like me.
It be
He
the
said
good
it
man.
like my boy over here. The good man.
Hey, you give me
Brothers don't filter. He trying to let you know. He trying to let you know.
Yeah, you get it.
Y'all see the shirt.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, we on the same
Well,
page.
Hey,
I'm gonna
like
tell you.
me. I ain't trying to put my business out there. But first of all, shout out to my baby mama, my BM, the mother of my children, my child.
man.
She's amazing. This is not no attack on my because I think, first of all, I would never disrespect somebody that God allowed to do one thing for me that no one in the world could do for me, and that's give me my first child. So with that being said, it's always going to be respect and honest to her. And that was my fault because I was not who I needed to be when that situation happened. I was the guy Jeff was talking about. I was trying to get a nut and I got a nut and what? I was not prepared. I was not a man.
Got
I was
several.
a child. I was a little boy. I was ignorant. I was lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And the leaders that I was following, it was
Right.
about street or nothing. We was in the street or nothing. I had no business doing none of the stuff I was doing
Yeah.
with ladies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, dog. Your content real about to be real high because we got a comment in relation to what you said.
Oh Lord Jesus.
It ain't for me this time.
It ain't for you. It's for Noble.
They said,
I don't know, man. Life cool. I be trying to play it safe with y'all sometimes because I don't want y'all to come for me. I just want to teach y'all.
hey, come on
Teach
now.
the fools one good one.
What's the
But,
comment, man?
okay, it's from Marlena Hawkins. She
First
said,
of all, shout out to Marlena.
shout out to Marlena. Thank you for tuning in to Three Brothers No
Absolutely,
Filter, y'all.
absolutely.
We appreciate you, Marlena. It says it's about your child. You're not hurting the mother not being present. You're hurting the child.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, brother.
I 50% agree and 50% don't agree.
Go ahead.
It does hurt the woman when a man's
It
not
does.
around.
It does.
Emotionally, like a
Yep.
woman need a man's presence as well.
Speak
That's
on
all,
it, brother.
so
Speak
that's
on
all I want to say. I don't want her taking, but that's for you. But man, when a man is gone, there's everybody gonna feel it. Everybody, the child, the woman, the cat, the
That's
dog.
it.
When a man is gone, absent, whatever happened to him, man, everybody gonna be hurt.
Because if you didn't feel it, you wouldn't have to ask for nothing. Go ahead.
What's her name again?
Marlena Hawkins.
Well, first of all, Miss Hawkins, I want to give you all love and respect, and may God continue to bless you on your journey. But when I answer this question, it all depends on the people that the people that's in a situation, because you have to understand the situation to speak on it. What I mean by that is, if that woman is coming from an unhealed place and she's using that child as a bargaining chip, and she didn't need child support from the first start, and she did it anyway, that changed the whole entire situation because she did it to hurt that man. And if that judge that don't know that man give that woman a percentage of money that's going to hurt that man, now he needs more time to go get more money. You get what I'm saying? So why would you take his money and then demand more money because you use the money on other things besides the child? So now I'm stuck in a position because you was hurt. So yes, that's hurting the child, but the whole entire thing is hurting the child. And don't make it about the child when I make a move, but don't make it about the child when y'all make all the childish moves.
Yeah, they moved to go
Because wasn't
Yeah.
no court involved when we did it. Wasn't no court involved when you had the child baby. Wasn't no court involved when you thought I was amazing. And now that I'm disagreeing with you, all of a sudden we got to get courts involved. So that's when the child got hurt. The moment we put third and fourth and fifth parties in it, and God wasn't in it.
Now, I do believe that. Now, my wife, when she was in law school, she wanted to do mediation. And the reason why she backed out of mediation was because she said she didn't want to be a part of breaking up families.
Yeah.
So I do
Right.
feel you on that, bro.
Right.
I feel you on that because once you do get the system involved, if y'all gotta, parents, y'all gotta try to come to some type of diplomatic way of trying to coexist with each other so you
Yeah.
can raise a child properly. Because whenever you in a relationship, since it takes two people, somebody gonna be mad. Somebody gonna be
Yeah.
upset.
And Marlene, and another thing,
Go ahead.
you're a woman, and shouts out to you, and you one of the greatest thing God created. That's put that first and foremost. But y'all don't understand the things that's on the man back. And you think you gonna add more? I'm already being attacked by the police, by society. I'm already a freak of nature to these people. I'm already being targeted, killed, shot because I ain't had my seatbelt on. I'm going through so much to get through this world. And then you want to come with this pettiness? You don't understand how that pettiness could have been the thing that took me over the ledge. And you think this about child support? This ain't got nothing to do with child support. This got something to do with I couldn't accept one more. And my lady or my black women or my queens, they supposed to be there to build us up, but they study finding ways to chip at us. And that was the last chip. And I'm sorry if I didn't reserve myself so I can go help me, build me back up, because y'all wasn't. Y'all wasn't. So that's why I step away. Because imagine being responsible for everything you was responsible for on top of that $2,000 a month or that whatever it is. That's a lot of money. Do you know how much gas is right now?
Yeah, it costs $80 to fill up my 16-gallon tank. I had to say that, bro. He asked the question. I was mad.
He know.
I was mad.
Did you just hear how eloquently?
And
he said
all,
it?
and all we had to do was communicate.
Yeah.
All we had to do was talk, but you didn't want to communicate. You know why? Because you wanted the money. I want the money. A lot of people want the money. Look what that woman did with the Anthony Edwards. She took the $1 million payout, so he ain't got to be a part of the child life for the whole entire 18 years. That one about money? That ain't hurt the child? But ain't nobody say nothing to her?
Yeah.
And the moment he got a contract extension, she went back to court and said that wasn't enough. This was all about money. This ain't got nothing to do with the child.
Yeah.
But now everybody talking about he bogus. What about her?
Yeah.
But well, I
No,
was
go
saying,
ahead,
man,
bro. Yeah, go ahead.
again, the issue, be careful who you lay down with.
Yeah,
the,
man.
the judge of character, if it takes two people to make a baby, it takes two people to make a problem.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
Facts.
so, like, again, bro, like,
Love that.
yeah, straight up, bro.
Don't make us the problem. We the problem. Me and you.
Yeah,
and
and
you.
both people are the problem. Because, like, for me,
Exactly.
bro, like I'm for the man, but I'm also gonna call it down the middle. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Because I'm married now. You know, I ain't got no experience. I just spectate the fight.
That's true.
I'm just a
Yeah.
spectator.
Yeah.
But what I will say is when people do like personal development, and it's important, this is another reason why it's important for the man to be present, because again, right now, the women, they go to work. You see what I'm saying? They come home, they cook and they clean, and they also take care of the kids. The man, he goes to work, he might cook, do a little cleanup, but he's like, man, I put food on the table. The woman's doing that too. So things is changing. Roles are changing as times change.
Well, you speaking about you.
No, I'm saying in
Well, overall,
in
I'm tell you
general.
something.
A lot of them getting off work going to happy hour.
Yeah, nah,
And
but
then from happy hour to brunch, and from brunch
Well,
to
you got to think about
twerking
like
that
this
twerk.
though. What he's saying is that the roles. I tell my wife this all the time, and I say this on the show all the time as well. The roles of the woman have changed so much to where it's not more of a traditional style.
Yeah, stay at home,
Remember,
nurture, take care of the kids.
It's not like
Yeah.
that anymore.
Right.
Who changed it?
It's that. Well,
Well,
yeah,
man,
no,
man,
no,
who
that-
changed
that's
it?
a lot of.
The economy,
changed
changed,
it?
man.
It's
yeah.
when you sit back and I have to say it like this because that. But now you're starting to hear more cultured black women say this too and agree with this statement. They do start off with the feminist movement. They do start off with the whole we want to be treated equally and everything.
Answer the
And
question,
you
Jeff.
do have to. Oh, I'm answering it. Oh, I am. I'm just trying to do it in life coach Jeff fashion.
I can't wait till you say it.
Because
Jeff.
the thing is that women, y'all change the tide of it.
Boom.
And when you accept the fact that you changed the tide, it might not have been you, woman
Yeah.
of 2026 and in the 90s who is now in her 30s. It might not have been you, but the predecessor before you. And let's say this too. It wasn't our black women that changed this tide. Because remember, racism was still heavy and alive.
True.
This was the Caucasian woman.
And this is like we said,
wanted
starting the
this as well.
show. This is not about attack on women. Period.
And what we're doing is, since we're three black men, this is you're also gonna get a history lesson with this too. So if you didn't want to hear the history lesson, just go ahead, either change the dial, turn the channel. We just trying to help y'all be a little more educated. But that's what started and kicked off this whole thing.
Yeah, but-
feminist movement with women.
But see, the thing is, man, this is where I'm saying like the layers of it, because you got people who would use that as an excuse. You know, they use the society thing as this excuse. Hey, man, it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
It is what it is. Whether it was society, whether it was the women who changed it, if you not gonna go out there and start a movement to change
And
it,
that's
you see what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes.
The only thing that you
I
can
agree.
really do is personally develop, and this is why, again, when you said, man, it ain't no God. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it start there, right? It start there, and then secondly, the personal development. Because when we talked about men being present, but you said it earlier in the show, how can somebody do something? They didn't have examples of that, right? So I was an example of a non-present father. I just thought I was supposed to, provide and protect and all that other stuff. And then I had a dream, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I woke up crying because a doctor told me that I had a month to live. And then I woke up and I was like, because it felt so real, and I remember, dang, I just want to tell my daughter I love him. I want to hug my wife a little bit more and all this other stuff. Man, I think God sent me that dream because I wasn't being present. I just thought, hey, man, y'all eating, it's food in the house. And if I'm here, y'all safe. But man, whatever is important to you when you about to die, it should be important to you today. Because if the doctor say, hey, man, you got a month to live, now all of a sudden you want to build the memories with your kids. You want to build the emotional bonds. You want to love your lady. A lot of people wait till they die to do this kind of stuff. Man, that should start today. So I started to personally develop. You know what I mean? And so like sometimes, even though you didn't have an example or it's a society, that's not an excuse if you know what you need to do to complete the mission. And so like, man, what it comes down to is, man, it takes two people to make a relationship. It takes two people to cause a problem. Both people need to personally develop.
Well, what I do want to say to Marlene once again, shout out to you for commenting for us. I don't never want to be a part. I really don't care how we got here. I care about how we go further.
Yes,
exactly. Yes, that's what it's about.
You know what I mean? And
that's what it's about.
And I think here's a big obstacle. Whenever we start talking about how to go further, people feel attacked.
It's a blame game. But we got
exactly.
Nah,
that's
what
today,
it was
we're
about.
not even attacking the women, and we have said that 9 times. And what we're trying to do is try to balance it out once again. But how do we balance it out with people that don't want to own up to their side?
You know what? You know how you balance it out? You cut them out.
And
now that hurts the child.
Yeah, but look, because this is the thing, man. When it comes, because like, man, my dad I didn't see my dad go through it. I didn't see my uncles go through it. I didn't see a lot of my friends go through it. Man, listen. Sometimes you can't help the other side. It becomes self-preservation. I got a friend going through this right now with the child support thing, and that dude is 1,000% present, right? And it's self-preservation because for the man, I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to live? How am I supposed to take care of myself? So just like you said, man, that sometimes that over the edge is what my friend said. Hey, man, I'm about to move and change my number, and now you ain't got no connection to me. Which again, it does hurt the child.
But the reason I want to say this because now you just brought up another point. Maybe what I was doing was petty, but you have to understand I'm human. I'm a human being, and I don't have 100% of my emotions in check at all, not even close. So when you put that move, I put this move. They both hurted the child, whether you like it or not.
Can I say this before that we can close out real quick because we got a couple minutes, but I want to say this. A lot of times the reason why, and a lot of times we are not willing to show our spouse that quote unquote tough love while we're in the relationship or the marriage. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. There are some things that I didn't have to stress a point with to my wife. If you wanted to be big and bad, I let you be big and bad. But you are going to realize that my absence, because you wanted to be big and bad, was actually going to mean something. So those were times when I just shut up. I didn't say a word. I said, all right, baby, that's what you want.
Yeah.
We could do it that way. One of the toughest things for me to do was when I heard from God and God said, take your hand off of her and let her learn by herself. Because as a man, you want to teach and lead the household. But to let God lead your household, you have to be able to relinquish some of that control. So I literally had to relinquish control and have faith that through me, God is going to get to her. But in order to use me to get to her and have God be there, I had to separate myself so he could truly do the work. And
that was very well said, because that's the part of them where they thinking we being petty and we hurting the kid. We're not trying to hurt the kid. We're trying to get your attention.
Trying to get your attention.
You're moving foul because I know you're moving out of love. Because you want to prove to somebody you don't love me no more. You want to prove to somebody you ain't hurt. You want to prove to somebody that it don't matter. And it do matter. And if you can be honest with yourself, we probably can get through this.
Facts.
Because majority of the guys I know that's on child support, guess what? They wanted to work it out. Not with the woman.
Yeah,
they
but
wanted
they
to work
want-
the situation.
they
out.
want to work the
but,
situation out.
yeah, but that's still a
Exactly.
form of self-preservation. Like I said,
Yeah.
yeah, it benefited me to work the situation out because I know you hanging this over my head, and that's gonna bury me. That child support be burying people, bro.
It buried me.
I talked about it on the show when I told you my dad worked 2 jobs. He worked one. He had to work 80 hours a week. One of the jobs went to child support. Imagine working 40 hours a week just to have nothing left. Okay, this whole entire 2-week paycheck only goes to child support. The crazy part is he worked another job to take care of us, and he was paying child support, and we live with him. We live with
Now,
him.
see,
So this is what I'm saying.
that's a
I know-
totally
I
different
know it,
conversation
but
right there.
My dad would straight up tell you who he would say, son, I put myself in that
Yeah.
situation because when I met your mom, we was in church, we got married. My name is Sailor. I said, Psalm, there was a Christian going married couple.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, dad, what happened? He said, man, I wasn't doing the right things. She'd come home, she'd come home, the house would be all clean. I just kick my shoes. I played a part in this too. Now your mama went crazy. My mama, she did some foul stuff as well, and it didn't work out. But he took accountability and he showed me, son, this is what happens when you lay down with the wrong person or you don't choose the right person, and then you go start making babies. A child support talk at 9. I talked about it. So now with all that information that he been giving me since I was 9, I ain't make that mistake. He ain't had to tell me what to do. He showed me what not to do. Hey,
There you
listen,
go.
boom, there it is. I'm 26.
You want to hear something, Sailor?
What's up, bro?
It ain't a lot of men that got that, but a lot of men do have that.
Yeah.
You know what? On the other side. Well,
I hate to cut off.
Hey,
I hate to cut it off. I hate to cut it off.
But hey, we about to get into it again.
Man.
Let's get
Yo.
it. Go ahead, close this out.
Okay,
Jeff.
so y'all, listen. Normally we be talking, but I have another show that I got to be on. and It's time consuming right now, so
Let's
we do have
go.
to cut this short. We have 56 minutes. We almost at an hour anyway. So, all right, y'all. It's your boy Life Coach Jeff coming to you live, and also listen. I say Google me because I'm working on what, people?
SEO optimization, man.
There it is. Okay, who else we got?
All right, man. It's your boy Sailor Brooks. I'm young in age, but old in the soul. To be a wealthy family man is the ultimate goal. Let's get it. 3 brothers, no filter.
So cold.
Come on, man.
Just smooth
Come
with
on,
it,
man.
ain't
Listen,
Hey.
bars.
Smooth with it.
Hey, you know what? My name is Noble Content. Y'all already know what that saying get me. And Marlene, you better stop playing with me.
All right.
She gonna be at the door.
I'm just joking.
All right.
I'm just joking.
All right, Marlene, we looking for your next episode, Marlene. We looking for you.
But thank y'all, everybody watching. Thank you for the love, the support, the comments. 3 Brothers No Filter. Check us out on YouTube. Please go follow our Instagram page
Yes.
at the number 3 Brothers No Filter. Dropping more content and clips. Let's get it.
Thank God for all our women. Thank God for all the ladies in the world, because y'all are the reason why we here.
Yeah.
Y'all are the reason why we continue to grow
Yes.
and continue to get better at what we do.
Facts.
No matter what we say on behind these mics, we love y'all. We just want to be closer. We just want to be balanced. We just want y'all. We just want y'all. And
That's
them
it.
kids, of course, because
That's it.
that's legacy.
That's it. All right, y'all. Remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. We love y'all so much. And as always, peace out.
Yo, great show.